Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. And today is the post-match after the match against Leicester City. Man United needed to win by 3 points at least, but dropped another 2 points at home, where United's home form has been absolutely shambles this season. Joining us today is our fan favorite, Houston Red Army's controversial one, Bemz. Welcome to the show.
How you guys doing, man? I miss you guys. It's been a while.
And the soul man, the peacemaker, Joe. Welcome back to the show.
What's going on, fellas?
Well, after United haven't played in nearly 2.5 weeks, the last time we saw United play in the Premier League was Ronaldo's hat-trick. Then we got knocked out of the Champions League. Ever since then, we haven't seen Man United play again. And everyone expected something spectacular. But it was just typical United. Bemz, talk me through.
Well,
Leicester City are mid-table. What are they fighting for? Why should they be fighting for United, who are United won top 4? What are Leicester fighting for?
yeah, Leicester not fighting for anything. I think they're just fighting to let the league know that they're not as bad as people say they are. They're
Right.
just. I guess reputation at this point. But man, United, man. I mean, it's I've been saying this. I've been singing this song for a long time. I've been saying it. United is a club that's going downhill. I've been saying it that it's we won't be successful under this Glazer ownership. Yes. I mean, now you've seen it. I mean, we've gone through how many managers now? And there you go.
There goes Bemz right there.
Yeah. I've gone through how many managers now, and at some point you have to just sit down and just say, you know what? It's only
We're
it's
now
only
fifth manager now, going on to manager number 6.
and the common denominator are the players. It's the players. The players have been here. You have players that have been here since Mourinho's tenureship, right? They're still here. I think these players are just the mentality. They're just lazy. They're not good enough. There's nothing Ralph can do. I think Ralph's done a great job. People say, some of the pundits were saying, why didn't Ralph start Rashford? Because we don't have a striker.
Rashford's not centre forward.
He's not a center forward. Rashford
Never been. Like, why are they even making a suggestion?
Just stupid.
He's never played with he can't play with his back to goal. I don't know what difference Rashford would have been in that game, honestly speaking. I think Ralph made the right decision not starting Rashford. Besides, Rashford does not deserve to start because he's not been playing well.
Yeah.
If you play well, you earn your spot. Simple as that. And you could have seen the game yesterday. When we got to the final third, we just went dead. It was just nothing, slow movement of the ball. Sloppy passes. McTominay, yet again, showing how stupid and useless he is. Fred was a little bit better, but Fred can only do so much. We need better than Fred. Yeah, Fred scored the equalizer, but to me, my honest opinion, he wasn't spectacular. He was just giving that's an average performance. Everyone was bad, man. What's his name? Bruno had a okay game. He tried, but still not good enough. This club, this team is infected. So what else do you want to? People blame Ronaldo. Ronaldo's a problem, but Ronaldo has not played in all the games that Ronaldo hasn't played. How many games? He hasn't started how many games in all those games we haven't won? But people still want to blame Ronaldo. Ronaldo's a problem. This club's dead. It's a mess. It's a mess from talking about him.
Joe, United couldn't beat Leicester City. Leicester City mid-table. What are they fighting? Why was the hunger more with Leicester? You could see they had more chances. They created. They fought for more balls. Yes, United had possession, but when it came to the chance ratios, the guy did more hard work than Schmeichel.
I have come to the realization that from the second the first whistle is blown, it turns out that our team is always now, for the foreseeable future to the rest of the season, our players are always going to be at a disadvantage. because while we at the same time had more to play for than Leicester City, they don't have a chance of making Champions League. The one thing that most teams that you're seeing that most teams that have over us, that they're at least playing for pride.
Yeah.
These guys are not even playing for pride. Like, forget the fact that Ragnick is not going to be here. Do you plan on being here? I don't understand this whole idea as I'm not going to put forth the effort because this guy's not going to be here in 3 months. Yeah, but if I want to make sure I'm here in 3 months, don't I have to still perform? You still got to show up at work, right? Even if you know that the CEO is on the way out. Because if the CEO then is on the way out while you've been shit the last 2 years, some of these players, that's one of the first things that's going to happen between the outgoing guy and the newcoming guy. Ragnick, I hope Ragnick's been jotting all this shit down. All these little attitudes, all these little guys that just don't have the mental toughness to wear this badge. I hope Ragnick is writing all of that stuff down.
I hope so.
Please just hand that file over to whoever comes in, you know, and still keep that file as he's upstairs, because this team, they're just not playing for anything anymore. Because here's the point where, okay, guys, we're not going to do anything special this season. Let's just do it for the badge. If the badge is not good enough for you to play and push on for top 4, you don't need to be on this team.
100%. Joe, you couldn't have put it any better. I mean, like I said, we played Leicester City. Leicester City are in 9th. They're literally just trying to get into the 6th position to get to Europa League. United are trying to get to Champions League. United have fumbled so many times. And what I want to ask you guys, why has the home form just become an absolute obstacle? Why have we lost more games at home than away? Home is supposed to be the fortress. What seems to have gone wrong? Is it the pressure of the fans?
It's definitely this new batch of players that we have, for whatever reason, cannot handle the pressure of playing at Old Trafford. That's why we're so much better away. It's the same team, the same tactics, but this team doesn't. It's the fear of disappointing Old Trafford when, like, the fear. There was a situation. There were many situations this game where it was a misplaced pass or a bad tackle or misplaced whatever, right? And you can hear the crowd go, "Oh," you know. And I feel like the team, they fear that moment so much, it causes them to be slower, right? But then at the same time, I don't even understand, because it's not making them play any better. Their fear is not making them play any better. So I just don't get it. It's too much to handle. When I say it's too much to handle, it's too much to try to fix the mentality of so many players.
Right.
So some of these guys just need to go, period.
So, okay, what of the situation whereby, United, Ole, last season or season before, no, last season, he said they missed the fans. This was when we're still playing behind closed doors. He said they missed the fans. When the fans came, he struggled as well. I said, you got to be careful what you wish for. He said he wants the fans back.
No, but
go.
No. I mean, we already know that Ole he's a liar. Ole can really go into politics, because he goes out and he will say literally everything that we want to hear. Well, of course he's gonna say we want the fans back, because the fans who have been, thirsty to get back, yeah, they want to feel like, yeah, they want us back. Ole knew that they weren't going to play. He was hopeful. I think he was a very hopeful individual. He's a fan just like us, and the same reason why certain fans could have seen the writing on the wall months earlier is the same reason, it's the same reason why Ole, for whatever reason, thought that they were going to somehow change their behavior even when the fans come in. But that's not what happened, because there's too much rot that's going on. I don't know what needs to happen, but it's just there's way too much rot to fix. It'll take multiple years, multiple transfer windows, and they need to back whoever comes in. I almost said the word. They need to back whoever comes in. I say 5-year contract, give him whatever he wants, everything. But you gotta stick with it. Not just the manager and just say, here you go, here's this shit, clean it all up. You got to back them up in the back staff. No more of this, the recruiting's got to be, everybody's got to be better. Everybody. It's not just the manager. It's not even just the players. The physio's got to get better. Everybody got to get better. I don't know.
Bemz, Old Trafford has been an absolute nightmare this season. What's the trigger? Is it they freeze under the 76,000 people sharing their names?
They freeze. I think I think the club. I think these players checked out a long time ago. I think they checked out when Ole was sacked. I think they were spoiled under Ole, in my opinion, because Ole was like their buddy. Ole did not punish him if they were, like, let's say that they didn't perform well or getting late to training or whatever. I just don't think they were held. I don't think they were held accountable. I think Ole was like, it's just a buddy thing, and then it got to the point where, so eventually, and plus he was just like that, put an arm around their shoulders and make them feel good and go play. But you needed more than that. You need these players are weak. That's how weak-minded they are. And now when he's gone, now they're put to the sword. Okay, you gotta show yourself. You gotta show that you guys are capable of performing, even though things have gone bad in the past. Show your worth. Show that you guys can fight for this badge, and they can't. The players are weak-minded, weak mentality, lazy players, and not good enough. The passion is not enough. You need quality.
But in front of 76,000 fans cheering your names, wouldn't you think it would give them a lift?
You think it would give them a lift, but these players don't care. That's how terrible it is. They don't care. They do not care. You can see on the field, you have a bunch of players in that squad that they're not going to be here next season. Pogba's not going to be here. So why will he care? When you have so many players, right, in a certain kind of scenario, right, it affects the whole squad. Pogba's not going to be here. Lingard is not going to be here. Matic, I think his contract is over too. It's probably not. He might be gone. Mata is probably going to be gone. Bailly wants to go. Bro, how can you get the team to be uplifted when you have so many players? And I'm telling you, all these things. If you, I guarantee you go in the dressing room after the game, they'll be like, "Oh man, well, it is what it is, man. I told you, man. I'm going this summer, man." That kind of mentality affects the squad. The squad is not going to be motivated to do well. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So you have so many things going against the squad, and plus the management, and I run the team. The management are like they haven't made a decision on who the next manager is going to be. I think if we had made a decision on who the manager is going to be, or if the club or the players knew, hey, look, it's going to be a manager next season. We're not announcing it, but this is the situation. I think if they knew before this game, I think these players would have performed a little bit better than what they did because they're
fighting for the places.
They're fighting for the places for next season. But at this point, they don't know the manager's going to be. They don't care. I can get these players do not give a shit. They don't give a damn.
Right. Joe, you're about to say something.
A question about that.
Okay.
So this idea that then they're choosing to not really perform because they don't know who the manager is. Why does that even matter who's going to be the manager is if your number one goal is to play for Manchester United?
Yeah, but
true.
Why is your willingness to play for this badge predicated on who's managing the team?
The thing about it is that, but even though, the club does not hold these players
We're losing you, Ben. It's gone.
Yo, your mic is going in and out.
Oh, for me? Oh, me?
Yeah, for you.
Oh man,
Is that the laptop? Is that the laptop mic?
Yeah, it's laptop mic.
No,
yeah.
we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
We can hear you now. I guess maybe you just need to get closer.
Okay,
just a little bit.
I'll try and get this. This is laptop mic. Well, see, look, the club does not hold these players accountable, right? The club, the players know they're gonna get the checks next week. The club, if not, look, it all starts from the top. The club is not set the culture and mindset for this team to win trophies.
Makes a
right?
good point.
You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if they don't win this game, the club doesn't care. All the club care about is selling jerseys. You know what I mean? The next sponsorship contract. They do not care, and the players can see this.
Wow.
The players can see this. The players can see this. It flows down. The mentality flows down. So when the players like they don't know who the next manager is going to be, they just go, okay, well, I mean, we're getting paid. We're fine. we're getting our money. Well, in the season, I'm going to go on vacation, go do my thing, come back next season, and you know what I mean. That at the end of the day, they're getting paid. And to them, they're getting paid more than most of the teams in this league. So they're good.
And they have nothing to show at the end of the season. So, okay, let's go back to the game. From what you saw yesterday in that performance against Leicester City, Joe, what would you give the whole team as a performance yesterday on a scale of 1 to 10?
Man, they get a 5. They didn't lose the game, so they get maybe a 4.5, 5. I just didn't see much as far as like we didn't like you were saying. You can't tell that we're at Old Trafford. You can't, and that's why I'm giving them a 4.5.
4.5.
If you can't play, if you can't even entertain your own fans, you get a 4.5 for me. Sorry,
Bemz.
I'm gonna give them a 1.
1.
Yeah,
You're giving the same result that Adam gave. Adam gave them -1.
Yeah, it was the only player that deserves a score that's above a 5 or above a 6 is De Gea. De Gea deserves above.
So the whole team, you give the whole team performance 1.
I'll give the rest of the team a 1, and I just give De Gea a 6.5, 7.
Damn.
De Gea is not, to me. I don't consider De Gea. Yes, he's part of the team, but it's nothing he can do. He's not an outfield player. His job is to stop the ball from going to the back of the net. His job is to give us a chance to win the game, give us a chance to remain in the game. He's been doing that. The rest of the team have just kept disappointing. It's not his fault.
No, it's
The
not.
rest of the team is a 1.
How do you not make that great save? We'll be looking at 0 points today, mate.
Oh man,
Another home defeat.
I'm honestly speaking, at this point in the season, a draw is a loss.
Yeah.
A draw does not help us
Anyway.
in any way. It doesn't help us. So this is as good as a loss.
You see Liverpool, City grinding out results where they need to grind results. 1-0, 2-0. They're just grinding out. You can see that they might not play well, but they find something from somewhere.
Find a way to make it happen, man. Liverpool are doing it week in, week out. Now I watched Spurs demolish Newcastle 5-1.
Ooh.
Demolish them 5-1. And I'm gonna tell you, in the beginning of the game was the first 20 minutes, it was neck and neck. Newcastle could have equally scored a couple goals too. It was like, I mean, you could see Newcastle was very well organized and all that stuff. But I mean, because Spurs, right? Conte has drilled it into this squad, right? We are going for top 4. This game we got to win. And you know what? They knew they had to win, not just win. They knew they had to win by at least 2 goals to take top 4 temporarily until Arsenal play tomorrow. And they went over and beyond that.
It might come down to goal difference, and that might help them somewhere along the line.
That's why. That's why they want to. Yeah, they want to run up the numbers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think West Ham's gonna finish above us. Obviously, Arsenal's gonna finish above us.
So we're going to Europa League. Joe, your favorite tournament. We're going to Europa League. Let's go mathematically.
Bro,
Mathematically, I don't think United could go to top 4. Arsenal, we need to fail. Arsenal need to lose 3 games.
I don't even think we're gonna make Europa League, man.
It's not looking like it. And bro, I'm gonna tell you,
Europa League is 5th and 6th, right? Is it 2 for you?
I don't think we're gonna make 6. We're not gonna make 6
because Wolves are right behind us with a game in hand, I think, and they're literally a point behind United. Wolves.
Our best bet is, I'm telling you right now, we will not finish above 7th. Mark my words, we will not finish above 7th. I think United is gonna finish 8th. I think United will finish 8th this season.
So you rather United don't take part in any European tournaments, just focus on the local trophies?
I don't care.
Yeah, man. You know what? To be honest, yeah. I'd rather. Okay, so I'll be down with domestic trophies, right?
I don't care.
Screw that Europa League. Going to freaking Kazakhstan on a Thursday night, man. Forget all of that. That's only gonna hurt us next year. That's only gonna hurt us for the Premier League. You know, you put yourselves in to me, a useless competition, right? You have your players at a disadvantage because they don't have enough rest time, you know. So they play on Thursday and you got to struggle. No. I don't want to play in none of those tournaments. They need a break. Let's go. Let's push forward for domestic trophies, right? League Cup, Carabao Cup, Mamalou Cup, forget FA. I don't care. I don't care. Right? Forget that. Forget Europe for next year. Forget Europe, man.
Well, you see, the Glazers are looking at the money lost by not being in a European Championship. Especially the money they lose in Champions League is a big loss. Champions League, and that will be Ronaldo's first time. He's not been in Champions League for 10 years.
No, Ronaldo's going to be here next season.
If Ronaldo stays with this team and we end up in the Europa League, I will refuse to watch any game where Ronaldo is in the lineup. I will never watch Cristiano Ronaldo play Europa League football. Never. Never.
I can guarantee you that I'm 80%. I'm 80% confident he won't be here next season. He's gone.
You think so?
Yeah, he's gonna be gone. Guaranteed.
Well,
he will take
then.
To get out of here. Sorry, excuse my language, but
I wonder what's going through his mind at this moment in time, to just see the team just decimate and dissipate to the wind. Like, wow,
he's gone. And in my opinion, if it means us playing in the Europa Conference League next season, I think they deserve to play in that Conference League. And if it hurts, if it makes it because they're playing on Thursday and Sundays, well, that's your luck. It's your business. You put yourself in that situation. Go figure it out. That's the way I feel. It's not going to be fair to the new manager, but shit, man, the players, it's their fault. They need to figure it out, and no excuses. And come next season, even if they play on Thursdays and Sundays, I'm not giving them excuse for playing so close. Like from Thursday, there's no excuse to say, "Oh, you're tired. We just played on Thursday." No, there's no excuses. You put yourself in that situation.
So the target would be to win the Europa League now, would it be?
We won't even win it, man. Come on, bro. Let's be real with ourselves. We won't win it, man.
I don't even think we need to. I don't want us to be in any of that tournament because yes, there's going to be pressure for us to win that tournament.
To get back in the Champions League.
To get back in the Champions League, and then where I would rather we just keep our players rested. Right, because we're gonna have to count on a lot of play. Well, whether we feel like a lot of players need to lead the team, I'm saying that right now. A bunch of them motherfuckers are still gonna be there. That's just the way. A bunch of those dudes are gonna need to be there. A bunch of Asian dudes are gonna be there, and we need to put ourselves in a position where these guys are as healthy and as sharp as possible. And wasting time in that daggone Europa League to all the way to get to the final or the quarterfinal just to fucking lose because this team doesn't have the mental toughness to see through a tournament like that. I'm telling you, I would rather them just not show up, not be involved.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this.
Joe doesn't want to go for the drama.
I'm done. My man. I'm done. I'm done in this.
United's best chance.
Oh my word.
Nick's season's over. United is not playing for anything. The Giants ain't making any trades. I'm done out here. I'm not even watching the Yankees yet. I'm done. I'm just done with sports. Wow. I'm just a passenger right here.
Oh wow.
I'm so done.
I think United.
Bemz.
I think United's best chance of making I'm gonna take it.
Hey, do you have something in front of the mic?
Me? No.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, the mic should be next to the camera. That's where the mic's usually on a laptop. It comes in and out sometimes. Like it'll be like somebody just dropped a towel over it.
Yeah, it's muffled.
And then it'll just go muffled. But now you're good though.
Okay. You guys can hear me now, right? It's better.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say.
Gonna send you one of these.
Oh yeah, I probably.
So.
Yeah. But United's best chance, I think United's best chance of making Champions League at the end of next season is through the Europa League, because we will not make it in the league. We will not make top four. I think I said this maybe a month ago or a couple months ago. I think our days of top four are gone for the next 3 to 4 years. And people don't believe me. People will think I'm talking to like I'm being too negative, but I'm saying this now.
I think everything you've said has come to pass. It's not that you're not saying it. You're another United fan who's just upset, and you're just saying it. Well, a lot of United fans don't want to hear it, but they know the truth. All you're doing is saying it, and like, listen, this is what it's gonna be. Take it or leave it. That's the only thing. I mean, most of us know it. We know we're not going to win the top four. Most of us, the only United fans who are thinking United are going to get top four are hoping Arsenal lose 4 games, Spurs lose 3 games. Ain't happening. And even if you listen, United are so confused that even if Arsenal lose 3 games in a row, I bet United go and draw 3 games on top and not even win. That's confused.
For us to make top 4, we needed to win the game. We need to win the game yesterday. 1, Arsenal will need to lose, and then we need to win again, and then Arsenal will need to lose again, and then when we play Arsenal,
beat them.
We need to beat Arsenal. So, which means United technically will need to win
the next 4 games.
And
hope Arsenal lose at least 2.
And hope Arsenal lose at least 2, and we have to beat them, and then we need to hope that Spurs will drop a couple points.
See, we're hoping and believing on other teams' demise.
It's not going to happen.
But United, it's like they're always hoping for other teams to collapse for them to win. And when the other teams collapse, they're never there to take the opportunity. See what I mean? That's the problem. They are never at the races whereby, okay, if they lose, we're in. They are not even. Spurs could lose the next 4 games. I guarantee United will not take that opportunity. They'll fumble, go and be playing 1-1 draws and 0-0s and all that nonsense. We still got to go to Anfield. I know that we're not getting a result at Anfield. Because Liverpool don't forget, Liverpool are fighting for the title.
Yeah, they want that title.
So they are going to destroy us.
My fear is, I hope they don't try to destroy us in the sense where, we got to score a lot of goals because it might come down to goal differential. If they decide to do that and they don't turn down tools like they did last time against us, it could be another nightmare.
Think about it. Most United fans, as you know, will rather City win the title. If Liverpool win the title, Liverpool are now level on us with 20 league titles. Whose fault is that? Man United's fault. It's United's fault. So
Glazer's fault.
If they are good enough, they could go to Anfield and get a result. That will help. That will help. But can they go and get a draw at Anfield? I can't even say that. Only if Liverpool get a player sent off and Liverpool have a bad day. But Liverpool don't have a lot of bad days. That's the problem. Them top teams have very few bad days. We have more bad days, more average days than a good day. Spurs was a good day. That was one. I think that was one of United's best games this season. I would like to say that.
Yeah.
Who's joining us so late? Let me see this.
It's me. I'm switching to my phone.
It's gonna be.
Oh, that's you again.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go rectangular. You have to go. There you go. So
There you go.
take this one out. Exit this one.
Disconnect from your laptop. Bemz.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So I can get my audio in.
There you go. Much better. And the camera's better too. Hey, don't use that other camera again. Hey,
Nah, this iPhone 13 right here.
Someone told me to ask my guest on the show. Do you think Varane? This question goes with Joe first. Do you think Varane has made an impact in United's defense this season?
yes, I do. I think Varane makes us never have to worry of any of Lindelof's shortfalls because he doesn't have any of those issues. The thing that we just didn't anticipate happening was Maguire being so bad. Maguire is playing worse than Lindelof ever did, you know, and there's only so much. I see Varane make a lot of plays that I'm like, oh shit, man. If Lindelof was there, that would have been a highlight. If Maguire was there, that would have been. He just handles the ball, calm on the ball, you know. Yeah, I would say he's made a huge impact.
Bemz, Varane this season.
Varane? I think Varane's done good, man. I think Varane is he's stabilized. He's even though we still concede, but he stopped us from conceding 3, 4, 5 goals. You know what I mean? So like if the games against what Watford, I think the game against Liverpool, those games that we got beat at least 4 goals, he did not play. He didn't. I don't think he played in those games. Even though, yeah, we've played in games where we've lost where he played.
Consider 4 against Leicester, 5 against Liverpool, 4 against Watford.
I did
ship a few goals.
Yeah. Yeah, we shipped a few goals. That's how bad we were under Ole, man. And people
13 in 3 games.
Some people were still kissing Ole's ass, man, saying Ole is still the man, and the same people are making fun and saying, well, they don't see the gang press in Ralph.
Chris.
These same people.
Remember Chris? Chris says,
that's what Chris said.
Chris says he thinks Ole's Ratnick has done nothing different than what Ole did. Chris will be on the next one during the week because we're going to do the Everton pre-game for Everton game. I'll try to get Chris on, and we'll see how that goes.
What I will say about Ole, I'm not, because of the way what's going on right now, I'm going to lower the percentage of the faults he had with the team.
Right.
Because it's clear, like, this team, it would not have mattered who was there, you know? It's just that Ole didn't have the man management. At least these guys, with Ragnick, at least they now have a fear that if they don't play well, they'll get dropped. The dude is dropping Cristiano Ronaldo, for crying out loud. Yeah, he just doesn't show up. You know, he just has like his little illnesses. It's not in the lineup at all. But he's willing to do that. I don't see. There was no way Ole would have done or made any of these moves.
Ole couldn't even drop Rashford.
You know,
Ole did drop.
My God.
Is in CR7 in the game against Everton though.
But that's a rest. A kind of a rest.
Nah, it wasn't a rest, man.
I think
he was dropped.
Wait,
Everton.
Was Cristiano Ronaldo?
There was no reason.
Okay,
there was no reason why he was benched.
If there was no reason, then that wasn't a drop. A drop is when you're playing badly, right? And the manager restricts your game time. He drops your game time. That's what a drop is to me.
No, well, a drop is to me is like, okay, you're playing well, you're not playing that well. Okay, I'll put it this way, right? The team is not playing, it's not really giving you the chance to score. You haven't been scoring, right? And then the next game is when you need your best players to play. It's not his fault that he's not even getting the chances, but then you drop him. against Everton where you needed. I think we needed to win that game too or something, and we went in. That was a game that Martial. I think Martial scored. I think that was where the game Martial scored. We finished the game 1-1. Ronaldo came in like the second half, like the 70 minutes, but yeah, he dropped him.
Yeah, he came on for Martial.
Yeah, he dropped Ronaldo. Everyone was talking about that was a game where I think Alex Ferguson was talking to that UFC fighter and telling him, look, you got to play your best player.
Oh yeah,
he was referring to Ronaldo.
Yeah, Kazim, I think, right?
Yeah, that was the game.
Yeah, and Ole took the blame for that one. I don't know Ole, but anyway, man, this is just it is.
All I'm saying is it's not 1,001% Ole's fault. It's like 90%. Ole's like it's
not 100%.
It's smaller because it's not 100%. It's not as much. These players are, they're shit.
Yeah, think about it. Had Ole still been in charge, you would not have seen Dalot. You would not have seen Telles. You literally would not have seen them two. It will still be Luke Shaw. Telles only coming in if Luke Shaw's injured, but Wan-Bissaka will still be playing that right wing and fucking up at that side of the side.
Exactly.
Wan-Bissaka, we playing that wing, and Jadon Sancho will still be on the bench.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And Rashford
you would have seen
Dalot on the left. You won't even see Elanga.
You wouldn't see Elanga. You wouldn't have seen the improvement in Dalot. What else? Yeah,
Rashford would have been playing on the left, and he'll be happy.
Yeah, Rashford would have been playing consistently, Rashford would have playing consistently. Yeah,
and he probably would still have been playing. Probably they would have told him playing Lindelof and Maguire, because he always has an excuse to play his reliables.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well,
that guy was shit.
Gentlemen, Ole is gone. Ratcliffe is about to hand over the reins to another manager, Ten Hag or Pouch. But we or Poch. But I think, are United ready for Ten Hag? Are they ready for Ten Hag? Poch is Premiership proven in their eyes. Premiership proven is nonsense. Most of the top managers who've come to the Premier League were never Premiership proven, but they came and they delivered. Pep was never Premiership proven. Look at what he did. Klopp, look at what he did. Look at Tuchel. First 2 seasons. Look at the difference. And many more
proven don't mean nothing to me.
Even the original Mourinho or Mourinho 1.0 when he first came, he wasn't Premiership proven. But look at what he did. So Poch I see Poch as someone who just develops players. That's all I see. He did what he did at Southampton, 1-0. Went to Spurs. The best thing he could do was find the title with Leicester, and he failed. And after that was nothing else. Then he got, I keep forgetting, he got to a Champions League final. And his arrogance of playing a half-fit Harry Kane when you should have played the guy who got you to the finals. Marcus Luke, what's the guy? Luka Moras?
Luka Moras.
Started him and bring Harry Kane as a sub, like the last 20 minutes to come and do something. He did it the reverse, and the rest is history. That was his biggest mistake. All that a half Harry Kane is better than a full. Now get the fuck out of it. If he's not fit, he's not fit. Bring on someone who was 100% fit and who was able to give you the goals that took you to the final. But this is he'll always regret that. He'll always regret that.
I'm not too impressed with what he's doing at PSG either.
No,
because you're coming into the same exact scenario. Yeah. You'll have a bunch of as a matter of fact, I feel like it actually might be a little bit easier for him, at least, because at least the PSG owners, they have ambition. Yeah. They just want to win the Champions League, right? And they're willing to do and pay whatever it takes. That's at least something. I don't think the Glazers even know what the Champions League trophy looks like.
No.
So but with the way I'm seeing him, the way he's managing that team with the big personalities and everything, they certainly could be doing a lot better. And I'm not seeing PSG play their play is not impressing me. So
if you have Messi, Neymar, Di Maria, Mbappe, and you can't get them to win Champions League. Oh man, then there you have.
Why is Di Maria even in that list? That motherfucker ain't even started.
It's still a very good player.
But
he's still technically a very good player.
But
as much as I dislike him, he's a very good player. He could dribble very well in very tight spots. So he could get the ball so fast.
But to be fair to even though Poch should have done a better job, be fair to Poch, there's no manager has been able to be successful at PSG in winning the Champions League.
But they didn't have Messi there, bro. They didn't have Messi.
Regardless, though, they still had they had the same team without Messi, though.
Now they have Messi.
Still won the. Yeah, I said if Tuchel had the same team without Messi, he should have still won the Champions League.
But remember, Tuchel took them to Champions League final, lost to Bayern Munich 1-0 the season before.
Yeah, but you should have still won it though.
So
even though, you should have, because see, PSG have been assembling a squad to win the Champions League for years.
Yes.
Right? I think I don't think any manager, I don't care who you are, I don't think you can win the Champions League at PSG. Because I think PSG have that kind of sort of a thing. I don't know, maybe the owners or the board, they give so much power to the players too as well. It's like those players just, I don't know whether they don't play as a team because you just have a bunch of stars in there.
You do realize Tuchel was fired. He was fired because he took them to the Champions League final. They lost and he got fired. That's when he went to Chelsea. Then they took Poch. Poch took them further low. Poch was knocked out tops in round of 16, not even the quarterfinals. So that's a backward step than the final.
Yeah. And Poch is going to get fired too. I think any manager, if you're employed by PSG, your job is to win the Champions League. If 100%. You do not win the Champions League, you're gonna get fired.
Because the league is
just
like
that simple.
A piece of cake.
The league is a piece of cake. But the bad thing about Poch is Poch didn't even win the league last season, and that doesn't look good for Poch well at all, man. You should.
Well, is he winning the league this season?
Minimum. Oh yeah, they're gonna win this season.
It's in the bag.
This is gonna be his first trophy, right?
Nah. He won like a local trophy as soon as he got there.
Oh, that was the French League Cup.
Yeah,
it's like equivalent of the Carabao Cup for us.
Oh, that's a piece of cake. It's like when you get to PSG, right? You're gonna win everything. You're gonna win all those cups. You're gonna win the league. You're hired to win the Champions League, and if you don't win it, bye. Bye. Exactly.
So, quick last question, Joe. Ten Hag or Poch?
Ten Hag. Because I like the way he's been able to rebuild his team multiple times, which means like he has a clear vision of being able to adapt players that fit his style.
Right.
He can recognize that in recruiting. And with Ten Hag and Ragnick in the same building, like-minded, football-minded people, I like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's what's given Ten Hag a bit more of the edge, and I like the way they play.
Right.
I would like to see that
Bemz.
better.
Ten Hag or Poch?
Of course, Ten Hag, man. Of course, Ten Hag. Ten Hag is I think he's done well. He's been able, like what Joe said, he's rebuilt that team a couple times. He's got them playing good football, entertaining football. He's got them to the Champions League final. Was it final or semi-final? He's getting, and he's doing this with players that are not like the world-class players. He's doing with players. His recruitment is very, very good. He's good at getting players and making them better. He's good at promoting from the youth. He's good at he improves better. Sorry, he improves players. They say he improves players. They say Poch is good at improving players. He's good at promoting the youth players. But Ten Hag does exactly the same thing. And Ten Hag has done more than what Poch has done. Poch he's gone to the Champions League semi-final or whatever. Ten Hag has done the same thing. Poch
took Spurs to the final, remember?
To the final, okay.
Yeah,
but Ten Hag has done pretty much the same thing. Maybe was it semi-final? Semifinals.
Yeah,
semifinals. But for me, Poch taking Ajax to the semi-final with that squad, versus Poch taking Spurs to the final with the squad. Obviously, Spurs had a better squad than Ajax. Spurs plays in a more competitive league than Ajax.
True.
Right?
Good.
Ajax he's built that team a couple times. He's made plays. He's improved. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, and we need a reset. I think Ten Hag is a reset. Poch is not, because Poch he's been sacked by Spurs. He's gonna be sacked by PSG, and you're taking a twice sacked manager to your squad, to your team to take him to now lead this team because maybe they say he has Premier League experience. But I'm sorry, Premier League experience. All the managers have won the Premier League past how many years did not have Premier League experience before they won it.
Right.
So it's Ten Hag for me too, man.
All right.
No brainer.
On that note, it's been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Today we had Joe, the Peacemaker, the Soul Man. Thank you very much, Joe, for your time. And we had the controversial one, Bemz, who has continually kept the drumming it that United are just not good enough. Literally saying these players are literally overhyped. The actual players think they're better than they actually are. But the truth, as they say, is in the pudding. On that note, I'll see you guys on the next one. From us, it's goodbye and good night. Joe, Bemz, see you guys later.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, take care, man.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.